What's going on, everybody? I'm back again with another vlog here, my last day in Seattle. And today, I'm gonna explore one neighborhood that I always wanted to explore here in Seattle, which is Capitol Hill. And it's a neighborhood that in 2020, it went for a lot of crazy stuff, but I wanna see what it looks like right now. It's actually like a hipster neighborhood, kind of like a Williamsburg style from Brooklyn, but here in Seattle. I heard there's like a lot of shops, a lot of cool stuff going on there, maybe some street art. So I'm gonna walk around, see what the neighborhood looks like, and I'm gonna take you guys with me, so join me. So first thing is first, I gotta walk, and like many neighborhoods in Seattle, it's a hill. Maybe that's what they call the Capitol Hill too, because it's all the way up in the hill. But once I go in the underpassage, once I pass the overpass in the highway, I think on the other side, maybe after those lights, it might be the neighborhood of Capitol Hill. So I'm literally like in the borderline, so excited to check it out. So here I am, like in many videos, crossing the highway. You see the highway over there. But when you see those buildings, that's actually Capitol Hill. So once I pass this bridge, I'm entering the neighborhood. That's Pine Street right there, and then the other side is Pike Avenue, Pike Street. So yeah, really cool. This is it right here. I'm officially in Capitol Hill. And keep in mind, today is Sunday, so I don't know if it's gonna be empty, the streets. Not sure what can I find, but as soon as I walk around here, it's a tattoo shop with a beautiful street art. Yeah, this neighborhood is pretty liberal, and that's downtown Seattle right there. In the main avenue, Pike Street. There's a lot of condos, so I'm gonna make my left and start walking around, see what the street looks like. So this is the beginning, and here we start with a Starbucks. We serve a lot of people hanging out, a lot of young people. So, and then like I say, in Seattle, you don't rent regular bikes, you rent electric bikes, e-bikes. Then I think there's like another shop. You got an LGBT flag. Black Sparrow, there's like a church ahead of me too. And here you got a street crossing, and it has like the LGBT flag. As soon as I walk here, it's like lots of coffee shops next to each other. And so far, pretty cool. I guess in the weekend, it must be nice in the nighttime, and a lot of hipsters, you know. But yeah, it's like every neighborhood in Seattle, it's like you're going up the hill. So it's pretty cool. Hey, so that's pretty cool. And then you got a bike lane. Like I said, it must be pretty interesting when you're going down the hill pretty fast. And then here you got the alleyways. But yeah, so far pretty interesting neighborhood. Then also in this neighborhood is where they made the former Chas back in 2020 when they had the protest with George Floyd. So I'm probably gonna walk around the area and see what it looks like. And it lasted for a while, and it's like a, you know, mixture of feelings. Some people didn't like it, others like it, but it's always good to see, you know, a neighborhood and respect each other's feelings. So I wanna see what's going on, but so far it looks like they clean it up pretty good. As I walk around here, to my right hand, that's a big coffee shop. And here we got a restaurant. I like the sun. It kind of reminds me of Brooklyn in New York, but the Washington style, you know, pretty cool. So yeah. There's another coffee shop. It's literally like coffee shops next to each other. And then you got like a brand new building over here, Belmont Avenue. So it seems like this is where all the action is happening in this neighborhood. Like I was trying to find a neighborhood in Seattle like where stuffing is happening, and I was like, this is the place to be. And like I said, the neighborhood's pretty liberal. Here you got an ice cream shop, but then they got this over here. Black Lives Matter. They really support the movement over here in this neighborhood. It's kind of one of the reasons why I visited too. But yeah, pretty nice, a lot of nice shops. All types of foods you guys want. They got this lovely looking street. It's really beautiful. And then I'm not sure if this is like a plaza or it's actually a place, I don't know, you can chill. And the weather's perfect today. It's like 50 degrees with sunshine, so not too hot, not too cold. You just dress up a little nice and you should be good. nice restaurants, and you can see they support the movement, Black Lives Matter here.
Is that going to work? Yeah.
Like I remember watching the news about this neighborhood, and then when you Google the neighborhood, Capitol Hill, this is where it usually pops up. This intersection, this is actually Broadway, and then you see this, cross signs with LGBT flags, so far everything pretty cool. So I guess this is where all the action happens in Seattle. Like I said before, I was trying to find some neighborhoods, and most of the neighborhoods I go to were pretty quiet, but here I see like some movement going on, you know, I see like people and all that, so. And here they don't mind. Look at this car, wow. Wow, this is funny. Pretty interesting, and then they got a street mural across the street, which is beautiful.
Which is like, you know.
Then you got this here. Intersection, pretty nice how they paint it, you know. Oh, this is a nice mural right here, so I'm probably gonna cross the street just to take a look at the mural. So far, I think this is probably my favorite neighborhood in Seattle so far. Really cool neighborhood, you know, pretty active, a lot of things to do, beautiful buildings like this, you know. A lot of cool restaurants and street art. And that is something that I like in the neighborhood, you know, the hipster vibe, the mixture of people, so really cool. So now I'm gonna make it to the other block to Pine Street, and over there's a recreational park in front of it. It's called Carl Anderson Park, which there was like a lot of controversy also in 2020, and a lot of crazy things happened, but yeah. I just want to see it firsthand what it looks like and check it out. So actually this block here is where they made the former Chaz right here. I recognize this building instantly. They cleaned it up. I remember seeing in the news when they shut down the street, and people did their protests and everything. So now I'm just gonna take a peek to see what's going on. So right now it's pretty quiet over here. There's like a baseball field, I believe, or a soccer field. And then everywhere I see in every corner, they got like different signs, you know, announcements going on. Yeah, like this over here is literally filled with announcements. And then as you can see the crossroads, they got the flag painted. I'm gonna cross the street, maybe I can pass by the park. Just gonna try to be careful who I film, but not to film anybody, but I just want to cross and see what the park looks like. So this is the park here. There's people just playing, you know, enjoying the beautiful weather. And I heard in the summer it gets really packed, so. And then there's like a lot of painting over there, you know, so really cool. Then I think more activities happening over that way. I can hear performers. And this might be kind of like a Washington Square Park Seattle version. I'm not sure they're trying to plant something over here. The only difference is that the buildings around the park are like modern compared to the ones in New York City. It's usually like brownstones and old buildings, but yeah. They even had a playground for kids. So you can see, pretty normal, pretty nice day. Safe for kids to play around. Pretty lovely neighborhood, so I'm gonna see what's happening in this plaza over here. So you can see, pretty nice. Performers, people just chilling. Hopefully this artist don't give me a copyright, but people dancing, and then they got a fountain here. It's pretty nice so far. So far, pretty lovely park, you know, just the vibes, the diversity of the people. You know, I feel the vibes here, like, can't believe that I say this for the last, but I think I say the best for the last, you know, so far. Of all the places I've been around Seattle, this is like my favorite one. So it seems like they had a market. I don't know if they're setting it up or they closed it early, I'm not sure what's going on. But over here, like all this stuff over here going on, so. See some Ethiopian food happening around here. But yeah, it's cool how they got stuff going on. So really, really nice neighborhood. I like this brand new buildings too, they're pretty nice. Then people selling like fresh vegetables. So that's a really cool park. And when I Google it, they say that the park is, you know, really recreational. A lot of people, they hang out there, so it's pretty interesting to see different styles, how people dress, you know. But I like that, you know, I like that. It's really cool. Kind of reminds me a little feel like in New York City, you see all types of people, like if you're hanging out in Union Square or Washington Square Park, so I feel that vibe right here. But now I'm just gonna walk in some of the regular streets to have an idea what this looks like. And it looks pretty much residential, so let's check it out. So far, they got houses over here. It's like a mixture of condos with houses. Like in this street is mostly houses, so it's like if you're in the suburbs, but we're literally not too far from downtown. I gotta tell you, the weather's just perfect. I can tell that the spring vibes is coming here really soon. Then that house in the corner is pretty interesting. Then you got like a couple of apartments. That one's like literally up in the hill. Like I say, Seattle's full of hills. You got more apartments and one of my favorite trees, pine trees, which they take forever. But the way how they decorated with a floor, with a street level. Then this buildings here kind of reminds me of New Jersey a little bit. Especially the area where I live, they got that same style of buildings. So it's like old houses combined with some newer version of buildings, but yeah. I'm gonna keep walking forward to see what else can I find. And one thing I noticed about Seattle, no matter what neighborhood you go, even if it's a neighborhood like this, it's just surrounded by trees and nature. Like it has this natural beauty, you know. So that's what makes the city pretty unique. And I think that's one of the reasons that I attract a lot of visitors to come here to this city of Seattle. Because it's surrounded by the mountains and a lot of nature. So I know when the summer comes up, it's gonna be nice to see, you know, all of this covered with the leaves of the trees. So pretty interesting. And I was in the main street and Pike Street and Pine Street, and then you end up in a regular street like this and you can see how quiet it is. Broadway's not far from here, so I'm gonna end up the stream. I'm gonna end up the walk over there, but yeah. Let me just cross over here. It's literally just apartments and houses, so not much to see, you know, but it's pretty pleasant to walk around here. Here we got even more nice houses. And more nice houses across the street. And funny, in some parts of Seattle that I was walking around, I even saw palm trees. I guess they have it like a decoration. Or not sure if it works here in this weather, but yeah. I like this building, like new. But yeah, really nice looking neighborhood so far. So now I'm walking another main street of Capitol Hill, which is Broadway. And it's literally like up in the hill, so I believe they got like a lot of stores and restaurants. You hear the noise of a motorcycle, but then, yeah. Not much going on over this side. Maybe if I walk a little forward, I'll probably see some action. But there was more happening between Pine and Pike Street, both of them, but yeah. And then you see nice buildings, nice complex. Then it's served by a bus too. Everywhere you see the LGBT flag. That's one thing I forgot to say, that this neighborhood is really high in LGBT, so yeah, they got like real estate. Or some of the buses in Seattle, they got a couple of lines over here, bus lines. They're not sure if these are some houses, somebody's singing. But you can see the big sign of Black Lives Matter over there. Also, another thing I noticed is like everywhere I go in Seattle, you got a fast shop. So I don't know, it's pretty popular here in Seattle. Every neighborhood I go, I see a lot of them. Well, it looks like it's closed right now. It doesn't look like it's open. So yeah. And they got a teriyaki spot over here and a taco joint across. There's a teriyaki and then a food truck. But I don't know, I try to be careful with the tacos. For a lot of eateries. Then here I am in another residential street. And pretty much it smells good, like if they clean up or something like that. Maybe I pass a laundry or something like that, but development going on, hills. Parking lot, then I'm going down the hill. So literally borders the highway, and then downtown should be on the other side. And also another thing I noticed in Seattle is like a lot of streets intersection, they got that little circle over there where people drive around circles. It might be also maybe to prevent accidents. If that's the case, then I think that's a genius idea. There's a lot of people, they go crazy when they go in an intersection, and a lot of accidents happen. So really genius. And then look, it's like for renting everywhere, like new apartments. Wow, this is crazy. A brand new place for $800. Wow. In New York City, that would cost me like $2,100. Here's another nice looking building. So that's pretty interesting. Studios for $800. But I wonder how much is to pay around here in Seattle. But you'll be lucky. It's literally impossible where I live to find something like that. The only reason you'll pay $800 is not for a studio, it's probably for a tiny room. So crazy how every state, you know, is cheaper or expensive than another one. Dang, another street that goes down the hill, and you can see part of downtown Seattle. I think this passes over the highway too, and it ends up in the area that I'm staying. I'm staying like around where those buildings are, the hotel. So it's so cool that I'm staying in the borderline of South Hill District, South Lake District and Capitol Hill. It's pretty awesome. So that was the end of my video exploring Capitol here in Seattle. It's been amazing. I've had a blast here exploring this city and different neighborhoods. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.